Dear students, I prepared this video for the rest points regarding the chapter Medieval Period for 8th standard aspirants. Okay, now see regarding importance of geographical knowledge. What is the importance of geographical knowledge which affect the period in any sultanate? Okay, knowing a region's geography helped us understand its history better. In these maps are of great help. They show the geographical features of the region. See here, the map is given here, and just we will have to see the map according to this, and this helps us. This helps us to know the geographical feature of a region very clearly. Okay. Now see here, it is written, and the region's location with respect to other regions. Such information may explain why a region prospered or was frequently invaded or remained isolated and so on. Up to this point, I taught you in the first video, and in this video, just I teach from here cartography and medieval India. The skill of cartography or map making. Cartography, the synonym is map making. How can we make the map? This is called cartography. Was practically unknown in ancient India. People who survive in or who were living in ancient during the duration of ancient India, they do not have practical knowledge about this. The worldwide growth of trade and expansion of empires during the medieval period created the need for accurate maps. The Arabs and the Europeans who undertook long journeys over land and sea developed cartography. Okay, so this cartography is developed by Arabs and Europeans because they were traders and they will have to face making trade with other regions, and they don't have any knowledge about the direction, in which direction a particular country or a place belongs. They do not know, so they develop the cartography to help others or themselves to know the location of any region through map. This picture, okay, so these are the points you will have to go through to understand regarding this. Now next point is place names. Medieval maps and writing of medieval authors provide valuable information about the geographical features and the names of places in medieval time. However, the place names mentioned in these documents may have changed with time. In such cases, the historian has to find all the present names. Means the name of a place also they will have to know so that they can travel from one place to another to make trade with others. Okay, and they must have the documentary records, okay, of that very place. So among the medieval scholars who visited India were Al-Biruni, a famous Central Asian scholar. He was a scholar who belonged to Central Asia, and Ibn Battuta, a scholar from Tangier, North Africa. Okay, Tangier. Their writings give us valuable geographical information on medieval India. Albert mastered Sanskrit and translated some Sanskrit texts into Arabic. Means some scholars also traveled from one place to another and they keep the records in one language to the other to know the book. He wrote a book known as Kitab al-Hind on India. In which period? In medieval period. His work, Rila, describes his travel in India, and he also described the features or whatever he observed during that very period about India. Now see, keeping records. Next point is keeping records. In the medieval kingdom in India, there were elaborate systems of administration, large-scale trade, and many types of crafts and religious and cultural activities. Religious means related to religion. Okay, so these types of activities were done during the medieval period also inside our country. All this required the keeping of records. Naturally, if the administration in the system of administration or large scale of trade, naturally records should be kept. So keeping record system already developed in medieval period. An archive is a collection of historical documents and records of a government, family, or other organizations. They keep the record so that the coming people will come to know about its administration, large-scale trade, and many types of crafts and religious and cultural activities. Medieval documents and inscriptions. I taught you earlier about the inscriptions also, okay, including records of land revenue and land grants, works of religious literature, and secular works such as writing on travel, history, science. Okay, most of the historical works are prosastis or eulogies, which are writing praising somebody, usually a ruler. The tradition was there on those days that a writer must write few words in the area of praising, okay, about a ruler. One exception is Kalhana's Rajtarangini, a history of Kashmir in Sanskrit verse written in the 12th century. As a true historian, Kalhana referred to different original documents, inscriptions, and coins to check the fact. Means whatever the coins in those days it was in practice, they will have to check it and keep it as a record. So dear children, just you will have to go like this and you will come to know about the chapter. Now next point just I teach you regarding this growth of new languages. Most scholars and officials all over India wrote it either in Sanskrit or in Persian language. In official work, they do either in Sanskrit or in Persian language. Regional languages came into wide use in the regional kingdoms. For example, Telangani was used in Telangana, Kannada in Karnataka, Sindhi in Sindh, Kashmiri in Kashmir, Awadhi, a form of Hindi it is, in Uttar Pradesh. In Gujarat, they work in Gujarat. Gujarati, Guzari, not Gujarati. Nowadays it is called Gujarati. Okay. And Gauri. In Gujarat, people use either Guzari or Gauri language. In Gauri in Bengal, okay, Guzari in Gujarat and Gauri in Bengal. Many literary works were composed in these languages. These works provide valuable historical information. So, dear students, like this, each and every chapter just I teach to the students so that they will come to know about the point and they can learn it very easily. And my new channel is also can be shown. Just I have, okay, also follow our new channels on Daily Motion. You get link in description box or comment box from here. So this chapter you can do like this also. So wait for the next one. Just I have prepared for the 8th standard aspirants and for the other standards also in science, mathematics, English, Hindi, in SST, okay, in environmental science, all the chapters just I have completed. Kindly see it.